What is up, everyone? This is SwordKing090 and this is going to be Operation Dome number 134, the 134th episode of the Operation Dome series. A series where my friends and I, we're going to be encasing the entire world in glass and glass panes. And good thing that it actually loaded up. Don't worry, it's going to be that type of sphere type of loading where if the further I go, the more it actually loads up. But in any case, that in this episode, I'm going to get a lot of sand because in the live stream, I've been placing a lot of glass blocks and now I need to collect some sand, which I already have 1 chest, 2 chests, and then we have 3 chests, and then almost to 4 chests. Almost when I say that loosely. And I also have a good 200 stacks of 64 charcoal. So we have enough charcoal to actually fill up all the furnaces, and as well as that we have enough charcoal to make at least 100,000 blocks. So we need 100,000 blocks of sand. And of course, that people are going to be wondering, what if we actually ran out of sand in this world? Which I highly doubt. I honestly highly doubt that we're going to actually run out of sand anytime soon. Is because we still have a lot of deep ocean biomes that have just plentiful of sand, especially when you've seen the progress in the past that there's a lot of hollowed out spots. It's because these are the deep oceans. This all used to be desert. All this you see here used to be desert, and now we just dug it up and we put dirt on top of everything. Now we have a lot more sand in this area. This is all deep ocean. If you were to remove all the ice, then you would see that there would be deep oceans everywhere. And back then, before TU31, that all the deep oceans have sand instead of gravel. So we're going to have a lot of sand to dig up. We may have some gravel beaches here and there, but we just have a lot of sand in general. Just if we were to look at the map, we still got a lot of sand in the east and a little bit of sand in the west. So we are pretty good. In the north area, that's still all good deep ocean biomes right there. So we have a lot to choose from. We're barely in the middle and we are getting more and more sand underneath all the dirt. So I had to terraform all the deep ocean biomes to have at least dirt flooring, so that underneath the dirt there's the sand, of course. So above me, this used to be sand, I replaced it with dirt. So I could actually dig underneath here and grab as much sand as I can. Especially when in a lot of spots, they have 3 to 4 layers of sand. So I'm pretty good. I'm pretty good with that. Look at that. More sand and then more dirt underneath the sand. And if I were to dig up here, oh, look at that. There is water. So that's what we have done to actually get as much sand as possible, and we're going to keep doing this method. So I'll put a block right there, and then the block is going to be right here. There we go. This episode is going to be a sick episode, and I mean literally due to the fact that I am sick still as of this time of this recording. Hopefully I'll be able to become better in the time being so that I could actually maintain doing more live streams or maintain doing more videos. Because before then, whenever I get sick, it lasts a very, very long time. I'm the type of person that doesn't get sick all that often anymore, but when I become sick, it lasts. That's all I gotta say. It lasts a very, very long time. I remember back in high school where I would always get sick every single week. So it's like, this is life, honestly. So I'm just gonna keep on going with this. I don't get anybody else sick. I keep in mind, I cough away from people, or that I just pretty much somehow I don't cough at all for that hour, but when I'm out of the classroom, that's when I have a cough attack. So in any case that I am sick, you may notice the difference in the tone of voice, but all I could say is that I'm going to try my best, because there's a lot of things I still want to do. Whether or not if I'm able to do it, that's going to be up to question. You're probably going to see that I'm doing new things right now, or that I'm probably taking a little bit of a break. So in any case, this is what I'm going to do. This is how I'm going to do this. And I'm going to continue on trying to get as much work as I can done. All I know is that Operation Dome, that episode, that 200th episode was great. 43 people watched at its peak. I am amazed about that. I didn't think I was ever going to get to 40. I average around 10 to 20 viewers per live stream. But when I reached up to 40, that made my day. I was so happy. I know I had a lot of bursts of energy within the first 2 hours, but then it kind of died down. So it kind of fluctuated up and down. Just keep in mind that making long live streams is a doozy. It could just pretty much tire anybody out. It drains the energy, and the person who's live streaming has to try to maintain that. All I know is that I rely on reading the comments to make some stories or to actually make some answers to those messages. So it's very, very helpful that a lot of people are speaking at the same time. I know there's a lot of people who are shy, but the comments on its own, what helps makes the live stream too. Because if you were to go by yourself and talking to yourself for 6 hours, that's very, very hard to do. Let's Plays, on the other hand, is kind of different because you're able to actually focus on the gameplay and talk about more about the game. But on a live stream, you gotta keep going. You gotta keep active. There are no breaks in between if you were to actually say something, but you cannot take it back because there's no editing. There's no take two. You gotta keep rolling with it. So it is kind of tough. It is tough to maintain that energy throughout the whole entire live stream. I'm not gonna lie to you. I know that there's some points where I'm not even talking at all. It's because I had nothing to say. I even tell the chat, like, if I'm not talking, then I just have nothing to say at this point because I don't know what else to say. Because if I were to do live streams every single day and it's pretty much the same thing in a different day, it's like I'm just gonna keep repeating myself. Like in Operation Dome or Operation Bedrock, what more can I say that hasn't been said already? I know that if I were to play a different game where there's a lot of dynamics, then there's going to be more dynamic commentary because you have no idea what's going to happen. If you were to play like a scary game, like let's just say, I know this is old, but let's say if I were to live stream Amnesia, I have no idea what's going to go on. If something surprises me, I'm going to react to it. If something surprises me again, I'm going to continue reacting to it. There's pretty much a good dynamic of what can happen, and the unknown is right there. You don't know exactly what's going to happen, so that's what makes those games kind of interesting to even watch. So in any case, that's pretty much what it is. A lot of commentary, a lot of talking. I have music in the background, so if I'm not talking, you guys can hear the music. And also the music is a great indicator that the live stream is still going. Every once in a while, I get people who comment like there's some stuttering or there's some lag. Well, it's like the music will continue on playing even if I'm not talking. When people think I'm not talking, people think that the live stream is lagging. But that's not the case. If I'm not talking, I have nothing to say right now. Also, if you don't hear the music of the live stream, then that's a good indication that you need to refresh the browser. Because if you can't hear the music, or if the music is skipping, then there's some connection issue. It may be to me, or it may be to you. If it's not on my end, and if I notice it, I'll tell you guys like, hey, refresh the browser. So that anyone who's watching on a mobile device could actually just refresh it, and then there you go. It goes back to normal for a lot of people. And if it's a problem with me, then I'll tell people. I'll even actually type in the chat like I'm experiencing a lot of frame drops. So please be patient as it continues on, because one of the things that happens is that if there's a lot of frame dropping in the actual live stream, like it goes from 120, 240, 360, 480, it goes by 120. I think it's like a 64-bit code type of deal, but it keeps going up and up and up. I just tell people, just hold on. The live stream says it's going to go offline, but it's going to resume once it actually restarts. That's what I liked about the software. It'll actually restart itself so that the live stream could continue on. It'll say it'll be offline for a bit, but then it will resume, and then everything is fine from there for that time being. Except for that one moment where in Paper Mario that it did not go well. Like I dropped over 15,000 frames, and I didn't think to actually like end the live stream right there and then just try it again, at least with a different part. I still went on through because it said it was fixed, and I just continue on with that. But the sad part was that it corrupted the entire Let's Play of part 2. So there's nothing I could do to save it. Honestly, there's nothing I can do. So it's just so bad. It was 9 hours of live streaming it all for nothing, when only an hour and 30 minutes was synced, and then for the rest of the 7.5 hours it was desynced to the point where anything that I did would not match the gameplay, and everything was just so far behind. Nothing could have fixed it at all. It sucks. Oh, look at that. I'm actually at this spot here. I can terraform this area. Just put some dirt around this area. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and do this, do that, do that. I'm going to make sure that I'm going to set this up correctly so I know where it begins and where it ends. I'm pretty sure I already dug it up. Is dug it up even a word? Dug in? No. I think I've dug up enough dirt to actually fix this up. Okay. Alright. Yep, I've dug up dirt. Dug enough dirt. Enunciation, pronunciation, English language is a very, very hard language. Okay, here we go, here we go. Up to here, up to here. Haha. That's a lie. There we go. And to here. And up to here. Stop it. Right here. These two, here. And here. Here. Here, here, here. Okay. Now I know where the last portion is going to be here. Like, this all used to be desert right here. Over here. All the way over to here. A little bit of mountains right there. And underneath here, where you guys saw that I was digging up some water. All of this area right here used to be all sand. And, of course, you can see torches right here. So this is where all the sand is underneath. And you can see even more sand right there. Lots and lots of sand. I'm pretty sure we will have enough. It's 100,000 blocks. That's 1,600 stacks. 1,600 stacks. I'm pretty sure we will have enough. And this shovel is about to break. Good thing I just caught wind of that. Otherwise, then that would have been very awkward. I'm trying to save as much of this as I can so that I could actually go ahead and get some levels and prepare all of this. One thing I can tell you right now is that I'm getting less and less hours of work. That's actually a pretty good thing. For now, I still need to pay off my debt, and then afterwards, then I need to save up. But the thing is that I'll be able to have more hours to actually work on Operation Bedrock and Operation Dome, or even live stream more often, or even hang out with my family, because there's a lot of moments where I want to hang out with my family, which I am unable to due to the fact of the matter is that I got to go to work pretty much every single day. So as of this point, I don't know if it's going to change in the near future that, whoa, torches. I remember that one. Okay, so I'm working at least 3 days a week. So 4 days off, not that bad. I'm able to relax, I'm able to sleep in, I'm able to be happy, I'm able to go to do some live streaming, and then just continue on working. So that's going to be a thing. I'll be able to do more of my Let's Play live streams, and as well as work on Operation Bedrock and Operation Dome. And the next Let's Play is going to be Pokemon Gale of Darkness. I cannot wait to play that game. I'm just hoping that I know how to do everything once over, because I did get stuck at one point of the game. So hopefully, just hopefully, I'm able to actually figure out what I didn't or what I needed to do for that moment. So that's going to be a thing, guys. But I will say this, I want to thank you guys for all the support you have been giving me. All the support on the live stream, all the support on watching my videos, giving the videos a like, making comments that I could actually respond to, or even tweeting at me, because I've been getting a little bit of tweets here and there, so I respond to tweets as much as I can. So I truly, truly appreciate all the support you guys have given me. And especially when, of course, that in the live streams on its own, there are rules. I want to keep it as friendly as possible. If it's on Twitch, then by all means, it's not going to be as strict, but on YouTube, that I want to actually upload the videos to YouTube, of course, and what they see there, it's like they know what the type of people that there are, but at the same time, it's like if people are not respecting the rules of the chat, then by all means, I will not hesitate to actually time out people or even have to ban people just because they don't want to listen to the rules or respect anyone in the live stream. I've seen a couple of fights. I don't want to see that on the video, so that I do what I can to just make sure that there's a little bit of peace in the chat. The way I see it is that if you go to somebody's live stream, it's like going to somebody's living room. Like, everybody has their own rules, but you are still expected to actually respect those rules. If you're going to break the rules, of course, then action will have to be taken. Due to the fact, like, if you wouldn't want anybody, like, cursing or like acting out in your chat, you shouldn't be the one doing that to others instead. But that's just how I see it. The only thing that I could actually equate this to is that if you go over to your friend's house and you start acting out, they're gonna say something. If not, then it'll be like, yeah, I'm not gonna invite this guy back over to my house, because if he's gonna keep acting like this, I don't want him in my house. That's just how it is. You go to somebody's house, you gotta respect the rules. But either way, just a lot of sand we will need to dig. And I'm pretty sure that you guys will see more of this during the live stream, because I've already placed all the glass blocks I can. I need 100,000 blocks left to complete the ceiling, and I'm probably going to need another chest 2 or 3 or 5 chests full of glass panes. Because I don't know how much I need. I know that I need at least 3 stacks to complete 1 column. And if I were to do the math correctly, I'm gonna... Oh, snap. Okay, no, that's just land. Okay. Whew, close call. I'm trying to remember. Because I know that there's gonna be at least a good 1,000 spots I need to do. So I need 3,000 stacks. I'm gonna go with 3,000 stacks of glass panes. And six blocks make 16 panes. I'll figure out the math later on. I'll probably even tell the live stream about the math or the mathematical equation, and then we could see how much we need. We already figured out how many glass blocks I need. We already figured out how much of a percentage I've already done, which it turns out I've already done like 85% of the ceiling in its own. So we need only 15% left to actually complete everything on the ceiling itself. The wall, we haven't figured that out yet, which we could possibly figure that out in another live stream. But either way, in recap, the Operation Bedrock episode 200 live stream was the best live stream I've ever done. So many people have stopped by, and it was a constant 20 to 30 views, or viewers. Yeah, 20 to 30 viewers constantly throughout the whole live stream. I cannot thank you guys enough for the support, and even some people who have not actually been on my channel for a while realize I'm still going with it, and they may come back to watch more. That's actually very, very lifting. I'm very, very grateful that I've been given the opportunity to entertain you guys, and as well as that I can keep going with this. And as well as that, I thank you guys for all the support you've been giving me, and I hope to not let you down as I continue on doing videos like this. And hopefully, maybe one day, I can make this as a career. But until then, just gotta keep going, gotta keep bringing smiles to everybody, and gotta keep working on this. So, one thing that Hero SMO was able to do was actually get a name tag from one of the villagers, and of course, one of the sheep, his name is Jeb. So yeah, that's gonna be a thing, guys. Okay, either way. Also that, what I was gonna say, more live streams in the future. I've been getting less hours of work. I know there's gonna be a little bit of an income decrease for me, but as long as I'm able to continue working on these videos, then I'm very, very happy about that. I just need the rest, especially that I've been getting sick lately, so I need to become better, and as well as that, I want to continue on doing all the content I've been doing so far. And last but not least, the only thing I'll have to say is that please respect the rules of the live stream, and please respect the people in the chat. I don't want to see any arguments. I don't want to see any hate on other people. Just mainly that, just let's not swear. Let's go keep the racial and also homophobic slurs out of it, because I know that a lot of people would like to make some jokes here and there. I allow some jokes of just depending on what the joke is, but I will not allow the homophobic or the racial slurs or anything that's too political, because all that does is just cause massive spam, and as well as a lot of things are said in between that just goes borderline offensive, and then it becomes offensive. I can't have anything. Just let's not be offensive in the chat. Let's just leave it as that. Do not be offensive in the chat. So I'll just go ahead and say it like that. Just because that you're on a live stream doesn't mean you have to act that way. Other live streams, they have their own rules, but my rules is that let's just keep it family friendly for YouTube. And I won't be afraid to actually time out people or even have to ban people if it goes too far. And I've already done that before. But one thing's for sure, I'm going to need a lot of sand. And 1,600 stacks, 1,600 stacks is going to take some while. But I'm pretty sure that we're going to have enough. If not, then at least we have one villager that offers glass for sale. So, desperate times call for desperate measures. But in any end, that's all I got to say for now. Hope to see you guys on another live stream in the future. But until then, have a great day, everyone. I'm SorkingZero90, and if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to leave a like. If you're brand new to the channel, then please subscribe. And until then, have a great day, and we will see you in the next video.